So I was laying in bed and I just couldn't go back to sleep. I was so excited to get up and get out there, and for some reason I just went out to check again, and the rain had started to completely stop. It was very, very light rain. The wind died down. So I got my stuff ready and jumped out. It's still pretty early. It's like, geez, probably 6:15 right now. So I'm gonna go to a spot, and what the deer will usually do is they'll start moving around once the rain has stopped to a new bedding area. So hopefully we'll try, see if we can make something happen. This morning, about 10 minutes ago, I heard like 2 or 3 turkeys come out of their roost. They made a bunch of noise, but that was it. The sun's pretty high in the sky now, so I'm gonna probably head back to camp. Got my archery tab. Oh well, no big deal. I'm gonna take one cold shot right now, just to see how this stand is. I haven't hunted it yet. And see if I can actually shoot without an archery glove. I haven't practiced, so we'll see. The knock flew off so slowly through the air. It was just like a little insect flying like super slow. Not a bad shot though. Pretty happy with it. Good to know I can shoot without an archery tab. So it's afternoon, day 1. Going back in the same stand I was in this morning. Hopefully we'll get some action this afternoon. We'll see how it goes. The wind has completely died off, but it's dropped about 10 degrees. So that should bode pretty well for hunting. The deer are going to change their habits up a bit. They're probably going to want to move a little bit more. Can't believe how cold it's gotten over just the course of one day. I'm kind of hoping for a deer to come out over there, right around this area. There's no way that I can film it and be quiet at the same time, because this is what I'm standing on. There's nowhere to film. Well, just had a doe come out about 10 minutes ago. She came out of the woods. She didn't know I was there at all. She came down, she sort of cut in front of me a bit. And she got about 15 yards away from me, but she was behind all these sticks. And she stood there for about 10 minutes, 10 or 12 minutes, and it was getting dark. It was getting dark. It was getting dark. So I let out a little doe bleat, a little, and that put her on alert, because she would have known another deer was there, obviously. So that was a foolish move on my part. But she didn't see me. She didn't know I was there. She just ran off blowing through the woods. But in my opinion, that was a successful hunt. I learned a lot. No deer, but knowledge to be gained. So got totally rained out this morning again. Now I'm just gonna go out early for the afternoon hunt. Spent today practicing a lot, taking some shots, really getting my muscles warmed up again. Last night was such a close call, and it just it just reminds me how prepared you have to be. So I'm gonna go into an area that I hunted a bunch last year. I'm gonna bring my axe with me. I gotta trim a few branches. If it's too overgrown, then I'm just gonna find a spot on the field edge. I did some scouting there a couple weeks ago, and I think I have an idea of where they might be, but it's a super windy afternoon, so I don't know, anything goes. We'll see how it goes. See you guys out there. I'm not gonna talk too much in there because you gotta be quiet. I'm gonna trim some stuff down here. Trim. There's a trail that comes right out along here, a trail that comes here, and a trail down there. Sometimes they also come down the field. Holy fuck. That axe is way too small. I should have brought a folding saw. But it's nice and clear now. A lot better than what it was. Fuck, I gotta cool down. I'm gonna do the fine details with a little Swiss Army knife saw. To my disappointment, there was a cedar bough covering exactly where the buck was standing. We stood there faced off for what seemed like an eternity. He knew something was up and he caught wind of me. I managed to grab the camera in time, catching a small glimpse of him leaving the small orchard. He wouldn't come in. He caught wind of me or something. Man, I don't even know if I got that on footage or not. He came out of nowhere. He winded me or something. He knew something was up. He came in. He stopped at about 26, 27 yards away. And I was thinking about pulling up on him, and I pulled up on him a couple times, but he was spooky. He probably would have jumped the shot. Just the sound of the bow going off probably would have made him duck the arrow or something. I didn't want to wound him. He's definitely a little bit too far out of my range. It was super tempting. But yeah, I'm gonna stick to my guns with only taking shots that I think are gonna be good shots and ethical shots. Another 5 yards. That's 2 nights in a row where I almost got a deer. What an exciting year. That was a 6-point buck there. He was definitely not an 8, but he was a nice 6. Doesn't matter to me though. Deer's a deer.